Good day, this is Genevieve Cabornay. I am going to perform the turning and facing operation. But before that, I am going to identify the five major parts of the lathe machine. First is the headstock, second is the tailstock, third is the carriage, fourth is the feed mechanisms, and lastly is the bed. Then next, we are going to compute the spindle speed. So the formula that we are going to use is 1000 times cutting speed all over pi times diameter. And let's substitute the values. 1000 times 30 all over 3.14 times 30. So our spindle speed is 318.47 RPM. Then let's create a new project. Then we are going to zoom in. Okay. Then we're gonna adjust the spindle speed range and choose 315 since it is the nearest value of the 318.47 RPM. Then the dimension of our mild steel workpiece is 100 in length and 30 in diameter. Next is we're going to choose the cutting tool that will suit in operation, turning, and facing. So it is the number 5 cutting tool. Then we are going to turn on the lathe machine. After that, we will going to move the carriage using the rough speeding. Take note, be careful in using that one since it is dangerous. Okay, we're gonna move the cutting tool speed near the workpiece. Then, let's use the camera 2 in order to zoom in our workpiece and cutting tool so that in calibrating, we can see it clearly. Then, let's turn on the counterclockwise spindle. Once we are done calibrating it, we need to click the 0 in the tool post handwheel and the handwheel for carriage. Then after that, we will cut the workpiece by 2 millimeters. Then after cutting the workpiece by 2 millimeter, let's check the length if it is 98 millimeter. So it is 98 millimeter. Then we will continue in cutting it by 2 millimeters until it will become 80 millimeters in length. Then let's check again in vernier caliper if it is 96 millimeters in length. So it is right. Then let's continue in cutting the length of our workpiece by 2 millimeters. So here I am going to fast forward the process in cutting the workpiece by 2 millimeters until I will get the 80 millimeters in length. Finally, we are able to get our 80 millimeters in length of our workpiece. Next is I am going to perform the turning operation, but before that, I am going to adjust the coolant system. Then turn on the coolant system. Here in turning operation, I am going to reduce the diameter of the workpiece by 15 millimeter, while the length is 20 millimeters. And take note, we are going to cut the workpiece by 2 millimeter so that our cutting tool won't get damaged. Be careful of cutting the workpiece so that the length won't get past 20 millimeters. Then after that, we will going to our Vernier caliper if we get the accurate measurement. So here, our diameter is already in 28 millimeters and the length is 60 millimeters. So our measurement is correct. Then let's continue cutting the diameter of our workpiece by 2 millimeters until we get the desired uh, measurement of our diameter of our workpiece. Here, I am going to fast forward the process a little bit. So finally, we are able to get our 15 millimeters diameter correctly. Then let's proceed in the second stage of our turning process. In here, we're still going to get the 20 millimeters in length while the diameter is 20 millimeters. Let's still cut the workpiece by 2 millimeters in diameter so that the cutting tool won't get damaged. So let's see if the length and the diameter is correct in measurement. So as you can see, we're still able to get the correct measurement in our workpiece. So let's continue with the same process. Always be mindful and careful in cutting the workpiece. And here I am going to fast forward the process a little bit